It's Friday, 3rd of March. Just a quick update about how I'm doing and maybe what's going to be happening in the future. Having chemo at the moment, my pouch of poison being pumped into my body. I've been having chemotherapy now for 7 months, which probably means that the chemotherapy won't be able to kill any more of the cancer, at least the current chemotherapy, because the remaining cancer will be the cancer that just by chance is resistant to the agents in the chemotherapy. My chemotherapy at the moment consists of something called 5-FU plus a molecular targeting agent called Avastin. But yeah, so the remaining cancer, which is there's a lot of it, will be resistant to those. So you may wonder why continue. Well, there's a possibility that the chemotherapy will stop the cancer growing, or slow down the growth, whatever. Also, my chance, my very, 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 very small chance, but my chance at the moment is immunotherapy. And the type of immunotherapy I'm having doesn't, it works better with chemotherapy because the tumours can suppress they do suppress your immune system, and the chemotherapy can sometimes counteract that. Cancer has many defences against your immune system. It has also ways to make your immune system less active. So it's really important to address each of those. And I've actually heard about a medicine that I could take that suppresses one of the cancer's defences, and that is that because of the way that cancers produce the energy that they need, the waste product of that is lactic acid, and you sort of get a layer of lactic acid around the tumours, and that protects them to some extent from immune cells, particularly from the NK cells, called the natural killer cells, that are a really important part of some immunotherapies, particularly the immunotherapy I'm having. So there's a medicine called dichloroacetate, or often sodium dichloroacetate, that removes this acid layer. And like many basic medicines, it's very cheap, relatively cheap if you buy it from a dodgy website on the internet, but it's risky to get it from those sources, and if I get it from a proper medical source, it's pretty expensive. And I'm currently in a situation where basically my funding's running out for immunotherapy and, medical stuff in general. I'm going to really focus on fundraising for the foreseeable future, try and get some more money for the immunotherapy. If you can make a donation, that would be massively appreciated at matthewdons.org, it's MATTHEWDONS.org, or if you can share this video or post something on Facebook, directing people to that website where they can make a donation. It'd be wonderful if I could get this this other medicine, sodium dichloroacetate, because it might make the immunotherapy work better. And that's really my chance at the moment, is with the immunotherapy and the hypothermia therapy, there's a chance that the cancer can be, well, I'm not going to say cured because the chance of cure is infinitesimal, but there's two things. One is that if the immunotherapy can attack the cancer cells a bit, I might live a bit longer, which is good. If I can live long enough, might be a possibility of other treatments available. Other types of immunotherapy, for example. I was reading about a type of immunotherapy called CAR-T. The T cells are an important part of your immune system, and part of my immunotherapy contains T cells. And this is a different new way of doing it, which is having good results for people with, in a clinical trial, for people with Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer. So there's always a possibility, if I can live long enough, more treatments will be on the way. And also another thing with immunotherapy is it targets cancer stem cells, which are believed to be one of the main mechanisms that cancer spreads throughout your body. And chemotherapy is not able to kill cancer stem cells. In general, a couple of chemotherapies for some types of cancer can, but the chemotherapy for bowel cancer, which is cancer I have, is not able to target cancer stem cells. So the immunotherapy might prevent, or at least delay, the cancer spreading to the spine and to the lungs. That's if I can just delay that a bit, it's going to make a big difference to my quality of life, because when the cancer gets into your spine, and you're sort of, it's very, very, very painful, and the cancer's in your bones, and there's issues with walking, and you have to be in a wheelchair, and that will be very tough. And if the immunotherapy can just delay that for a bit, that would be wonderful. So yeah, desperate for the money. Much as I hate to say it. On to something more positive. I'm going to die quite soon, which is very bad, but I'm trying to use my time well, and I'm now really focusing a lot on, well, obviously spending time with my children. I'm in this desperate race to teach my son, who's 8 years old, my son Edward, teach him all the things that I wanted to teach him throughout our life together. So having to condense and accelerate that, and particularly teach him a lot about how to learn, and also teaching him how to teach, because he's going to be the main teacher for my daughter, who is 3. So it's really important that he can mentor her and guide her. But other than focusing on my children, I really want to help people with cancer, and people who help those who have cancer. So one thing is I'm arranging to meet a group of medical students at the hospital where I had my surgery originally, and hopefully I'll be able to meet with, 20, 30, 40 medical students, whatever, and have sort of question and answer session with them about what it's like from a patient's point of view when you're facing terminal cancer. The sort of things we do, like for me, the suddenness of it, the tumour was found completely by chance in June. A week later, the lab result comes back and says it's cancer. I have a CT scan. A week after that, CT scan confirms it. Well, doesn't confirm, but tells me it's terminal. So there was like a couple of weeks between the lab results saying it was cancer and CT scan saying it's terminal, where those 2 weeks it was like, it's terrible, I've got cancer, but bowel cancer is a very treatable cancer if it hasn't spread. The treatments are fantastic. Take out the tumour, have some chemotherapy. There's a very good 5-year survival rate, very good cure rate. And then I get the result of the CT scan saying cancer spread to the liver, cancer spread to the lymphatic system, cancer has probably spread to the peritoneum. I had another scan a couple of weeks after that, PET scan confirmed it had spread to the peritoneum. And so that kind of the suddenness was a really big thing for me. And so these kind of things, being able to talk to medical students about that, and maybe talk to them about the differences between healthcare in England and healthcare in Japan, and also talk to them about what it's like to be non-Japanese in the Japanese healthcare system. Generally, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's hugely humbling because medical care here is incredible. It's the hospitals here are the standard of a good hotel in Europe, let's say, not in England because the hotels there are fucking appalling, generally speaking. And another thing I'm going to try and do is do some talks for different community groups and things in Tokyo about dealing with cancer, facing death and that kind of thing. So trying to do some positive stuff. Thanks for listening. My fundraising page is at matthewdons.org, matthewdons.org. The funds are desperately low at the moment. A few donations have been coming in, which I'm massively grateful for. Donations from surprising places. The teletext community in England, for example, which is just fantastic. Thanks a lot, and more videos coming.